Hey everybody, welcome to Rear View or View Again or To View.
2021.
Okay,
Doesn't make sense, but anyway, you'll get it.
anyway, To View Again. Now, you guys may remember that a while ago I reviewed a movie called Kong Skull Island. I also did another one called Kong Lost World, I think, or The Lost World of Kong, which was some 2005, probably direct to video version, which had about $1 million budget, I guess. Well, with Kong Skull Island, I only reviewed about an hour and a half of the movie because, well, it had to go. It had to. Let's go back. It had to go back to the library. So
Guess what?
I did promise that one day I would rewatch it and do a full and proper review of it. Today is the day with Kong Skull Island.
Woo!
Now, this is, I guess, somewhat a sequel to the 2014 Godzilla movie, I guess. You saw a little bit of it from a review, remember?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Where the movie was too dark to see anything?
Yep. A couple minutes, yep.
So, and I'm pretty sure I saw the I'm pretty sure I saw the Peter Jackson King Kong, but as with most Peter Jackson movies, I don't tend to remember them very well. Well, except for that movie.
Ooh, that movie.
You know that movie, the Kate Winslet movie?
Oh.
I keep trying to forget that movie.
And yet you bring it up again.
You didn't know what I was talking about. So, anyway, Kong Skull Island. The movie takes place in the 60s, 70s? When Nixon was president?
Well, it showed all three presidents, actually, because it involved people that
JFK?
were... Yeah, people that were in the war, people that were, going back. Anyway.
King Kong ain't got nothing on this movie. This movie ain't got nothing on King Kong.
Okay.
That's a Training Day reference.
Okay.
King Kong ain't got stuff on me.
Okay.
Now, I've already talked for about an hour and a half of this movie in a earlier video. Maybe I'll link it. So you can talk about the movie.
Oh, wow. Ooh. So anyway, let's see.
John Goodman
And this other guy, well, this other guy was with him, but John Goodman wanted to get back to this
Skull Island
that nobody knew where it was, or, a lot of ships disappeared, planes disappeared, whatever.
It was like the Bermuda Triangle.
And he was the only one that made it out of a crash. So he finally gets a senator to let them travel with another team that was going to this island. So then they get a helicopter team. They get army team.
Who are some of the helicopter people?
Well, I didn't know who any of the pilots were, but...
Yes, you should have, because you've seen that person in several movies.
He wasn't a pilot. He was like the
captain.
He
was.
No, he was in the back seat.
He was in the front seat.
Who?
Have you seen any movie ever? He's the black guy.
Who?
Samuel Jackson.
He wasn't a pilot.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. Not in the
going
helicopter.
Forward. Yes, in the helicopter, he was in the front.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Okay, yes, he was.
There's also Brie Larson.
Yes.
As
the heroine, or she's a photographer.
Mason. Mason something?
Yeah. Non-war photographer.
Mm-hmm.
She was against the war. She wanted peace.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel. Was her humor similar to this movie?
I don't really remember.
Okay.
Coaster Kitty. Come here, honey. Come here. Come here.
Oh, no, you do not touch that.
You do not scratch it. Look at what we're doing. Hi. Hey, Coaster Kitty. Say hi. Say hi. I think she wants to look out the window.
King Kong is much bigger than her, but she's a little cuter.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Okay, you want to look out the window?
No, it's just like...
Justin, let her look out the window. Come on. Let her look out the window. Come here, baby.
Anyway, keep talking about the movie.
So he gets a team and everything, and they join in different expeditions.
I'm sorry, can I say one of the lines that made me kind of laugh a little?
Sure.
She has like a, no offense to anyone, she has a unisex name. Like Mason or something.
so when she's checking in at the ship...
The guy says, "You're a woman?" And she says, "Last I checked." And I was like, is it okay to laugh at that?
Yeah. Okay. So they get on their way. They have a debriefing and everything.
Wait, they also need a, what's the best way to call this person?
A guide.
Like a tracker?
Yeah. He's a guide, a tracker. He finds things.
I don't... Tom Hiddleston, I believe. It is Tom Hiddleston because he's on the poster.
Okay.
So anyway, they're on a boat! The Lonely Island digital short. I'm on a boat!
SNL.
Yeah. So then they see...
tie-in reference.
What?
Go on.
I'm not CinemaSins. I'm not that corny.
I said a good tie-in reference. Jeez. Keep going.
So anyway, then they see a gigantic storm that's about to appear.
A lot of lightning and thunder and yeah.
Tornadoes, chaos, insanity,
but
cats and dogs, total anarchy.
John Goodman did state that around this island, you lose all communication outside of the island through this force field.
Mm-hmm. So they decide to...
take the helicopters in.
Go all Top Gun. Right?
I guess, whatever.
Okay, they go all...
Top Gun wasn't helicopters, but...
Okay, they go all planes, fire, and rescue, I guess.
They take
wait.
Take about 8 helicopters through the force field to find the island.
Can I do one more? They go all JJ the jet plane. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, military-grade helicopters to get through this force field.
To get onto Skull Island.
Yep.
And...
where everything is bigger than average.
Yes!
Spiders, ants, birds.
50 feet taller than average.
King Kong. Kong. They don't call him King Kong, do they? They just... oh, no.
Kong?
He's king of the island.
Yeah.
He's the one that makes the rules and law.
So
what they were going to do once they get through the force field and before they land, well, I think one helicopter went down and landed. And then what they were going to do is they were going to send bomb, like trigger, to wake up anything that's on the island. And,
like faults or something. Or,
yeah, and they
found out that
like
it's
empty.
very thin. It's a very thin surface.
And they woke up some big
creatures.
Big dinosauric
creatures.
Birds.
Something that this film did on a second viewing that I liked and something that I didn't like. Don't worry, I'm still going to talk about positives. We're just going to review the entire movie.
Up to a certain point.
No, we can review it.
No, you said you wanted to... Anyway, okay. Whatever.
I said that in the last review.
Okay, let's go.
So anyway, something that I liked is that they kind of split the groups up into like 3 teams, and each team had a recognizable celebrity, so you could like identify, okay, that's the Brie Larson team, that's the Samuel Jackson team, that's the John Goodman team.
John Goodman was on Samuel Jackson team.
That's another team.
Another team that only had one guy left.
That's the team with the Asian girl.
Okay, whatever.
You remember this, right?
Yeah.
So that was good. What was something that was kind of bad was from when they were flying and setting up camp was that it was kind of like choppily edited.
Well, Kong had a lot to do with that too.
No. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about before they saw Kong. It would like show it would show like a base camp, and then it would show flying, and then it would show another thing, and then it would show flying, and then it would show bombs, then it would show flying, then it would show results.
They put down a helicopter with the Asian lady and the other assistant to John Goodman.
It just feels
because they're
like
reading, and then these helicopters they split to do search the island.
I think it would have helped if there was like a tracking shot where it showed the helicopter and then it did like a zoom and then it did like a pan to where the base camp was, so that way we could see where people were in comparison to each other.
Not even close.
As opposed to close-ups and zooms and wide angles. But this movie is called Kong Skull Island, so guess who makes a cameo appearance? Well,
Kong?
Okay, guess who made a cameo appearance before the credits? But guess who makes a really big appearance? Kong! Who is big, bad, and with an attitude that probably won't win him the Humanitarian of the Year award.
But he took care of the people that lived on the island.
Mm-hmm.
There was a tribe there.
When it starts, Kong is just like tearing down helicopters and smashing helicopters into helicopters. You're hearing about like people dying and crashing.
But you hear the story.
We're not there yet. We aren't!
Okay, so everybody has crashed now. Kong is taking care of everybody, not flying around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have the 3 teams plus the base team.
But it shows that he's not immortal because he has like this...
He got shot.
No, it's not that he got shot, it's the propeller blade kind of gave him like a big
gash.
Cut.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were like, ooh.
Yeah.
I did say it was blood.
I know.
So anyway, then Samuel Jackson has a vendetta against
Kong for killing.
Against Kong. I was going to say is it monkey or ape, but then I was like, I don't need animal people commenting on my channel telling me how I'm an idiot, but they will anyway. So I should put this in the pets section of YouTube. Who knows? Like, this is weird. So then as they're walking, they then realize, there's more animals on this island than just Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Including, is this the point with the giant spider, or...
He was sending spikes down.
No.
He was above the tree line.
Those weren't spikes, those were his legs.
Oh. Yeah,
See?
He had more than 8 legs then.
Maybe it was a...
He grew legs quick. I don't know. Anyway...
Maybe
it
ate some radiation. I don't know.
He was at the tree line.
He was above the trees. He was.
That's what you call a tree line. He was at the tree line throwing his legs down because he didn't have a spider web, so he was going to capture them that way.
I think he was just walking and wrong place, wrong time.
So they started cutting his legs.
Which... Oh, and he also had, like tentacles?
Mm-hmm.
To, like...
He picked one guy up.
But fortunately, he fell.
Well, they shot the spider.
Then there was another creature where there was this bird that, as they shot it, became like 1,000 birds. So it became
Well,
Alfred
because
Hitchcock's The Birds.
they were hanging around in the tree. They didn't see the birds in the tree because they blended. And
No, they
then,
just saw one giant bird, and so they shot at the bird.
right, but the other birds were in the tree.
I thought it just turned into a bunch of birds.
Okay.
And then there were the... Oh, there was another Kong scene where you were thinking like, oh, Kong is just gonna like eat this guy and then spit out his shoes or something. But as he's like trying to like wash off the wound, there's a giant squid.
Or octopus.
Yeah, that tries to like take down Kong, but Kong, he ain't having that. And I thought Kong was a vegan, but not in this movie. Or maybe he might be a vegetarian, I guess, or something. He does eat squid apparently.
Yep.
So you kind of realized that he's not like he kills for a reason.
To keep
And
order on the island.
I know some people don't like that when they do it with horror, when they do that with horror monsters like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, where they make him sympathetic. But in this, it actually works in my opinion. Maybe Kong was always supposed to be sympathetic, but if he wasn't, I could understand your hatred. For me, it really gave him dimension. Um, what else? Then, then they meet up with
Samuel Jackson meets up with the tracker.
Oh, I was going to say
Their
they meet
team.
up with more natives. With the
Yeah.
natives.
Well, the tracker team meets up with the natives.
Mm-hmm. And
that's where they learn about John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly's character as...
That guy.
And I don't know. I'm wondering if you enjoyed his character. Did you
What do
like
you
his
mean?
character?
It wasn't bad. He had been on the island for about 30 years. 35 years.
You like that his character was a big fan of the Cubs and Wrigley Field?
We live in Illinois. I'm more of a fan of the Brewers.
That's what I wanted you to say.
But we got, a lot of the Cubs TV.
There were a lot of references to the Cubs and Wrigley Field and stuff.
Having a hot dog and a beer.
They're like, have they won the World Series yet? No, but the Tigers did. You expect John C. Reilly to... I don't know. I have seen him in some dramatic roles, or in some non Step Brothers roles, but I can't really remember them right now. So,
well, he had a lot of knowledge versus what Samuel L. Jackson wanted to do.
So
I was like, you better not do that.
But that's where another action scene happens, where there's it looks like the elephant graveyard from The Lion King.
Yeah.
Where, well, what are those creatures called?
What, in The Lion King?
No, in the pterodactyls.
Yeah, the birds.
Mega pterodactyls, and...
Well, he kept saying you don't want to wake up the big one.
Yeah, spoiler alert, but hey, we already told you this. John Goodman gets eaten there.
Woo!
And that's when they set the fire, and, well, I guess they can have giant turkey legs for dinner then, huh? You like turkey legs!
I like turkey legs, but turkey legs are plump and their legs are like skinny.
Yeah, but they're like 20 feet tall, so I guess it makes up for it, or compares.
Oh, maybe.
Then there's more action scenes that involve Kong. There is one action scene that takes place at night. However, fortunately, they used fire, so it helps you to see Kong, and Kong isn't as dark as the night sky, so you can make him out. You can make him out pretty easily. Like when
Well, he was
they,
so big.
well, comparing to
Anyway,
Godzilla,
yes, okay.
when he was like restrained or something, and they were like trying to, and Samuel Jackson was trying to kill him, and well, Kong kills Samuel Jackson.
Right. They were all against Samuel Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want him to kill him once that the guy explained
That he was the leader. He was like he was
the good guy.
the guy that kept things in control.
Yep.
And then there's the big battle scene with the mama. And this is one action scene that goes. Some may say it goes on a little too long.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, Kong,
Well, you thought Kong took care of her, and then she kept
she
coming
came
back,
back,
and then he kept coming back,
and there was even one part where he was like chained up, and it was like, is he?
And then Brie Larson shoots the bird in the eye
It's
to give Kong a chance, and then the bird, when Kong whacks it against the rocks, then Brie ends up in the water and she's just floating down. And then Kong picks her up with his hand, and then he's got her in the one hand and he's fighting the bird with one hand.
As he jams his hand down that big woman's throat.
Yes.
That creature's throat. And then, like, finally killing him.
Yep, her.
And then I think they get off the island.
Lady. Yeah, they do.
They get off the island, but we didn't really see that. We just saw John C. Reilly's character getting off the island. In a taxi.
They were rescued by the Coast Guard or something, or some ship.
You sure not thinking about another
Noah's Ark?
Maybe.
No, you saw them. You saw their ship coming to pick them up at the north side of the island.
Okay. So, apart from the fact that I knew Kong wasn't going to die because, well, there's a sequel. So,
and then the tracker says at the end, "You're not going to release those pictures, are you? We can't let Kong get captured or whatever." And she says it'll be our secret. Well, there weren't many left for our
She could release pictures of the natives, I guess.
No, people would still track.
Anyway, this movie, it's kind of in the same area as Scoob, where it's like, oh my god, it's gonna be the end, it's gonna be the end. And I'm like, yeah. The first movie in a cinematic universe, Shaggy is gonna be lost forever. Yeah, that's really going to happen. Just like in Batman v Superman. Oh man, Superman is dead. He's never returning. Oh wait, they're making a Justice League movie. Nah, Superman is not going to be in a Justice League movie. He's dead forever, right?
No, he has to always live on.
So because I knew that there was a sequel, this fight, I wasn't like, oh my god, is Kong gonna live? But because he's like kind of humanized, in my opinion. Like, he has a heart, he has morals, he's protective, he defends when he has to, and he's nice when he wants to, and when he doesn't see a threat, he doesn't act like it's a threat.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, made him a very interesting character. Also, maybe the fact that, unlike Godzilla, which took place somewhere in the United States, I don't remember, maybe San Francisco,
New York? Maybe,
whatever.
I don't know.
Unlike that movie,
it was on the coast.
Unlike that movie where it was in the United States and we kind of know where most of those things are and it's kind of normal. This movie had like mutants everywhere, so you were thinking like if Kong wasn't going to kill somebody, Um, giant walking sticks were going to kill somebody. The something that
Mosquitoes.
what was that creature? It looked like kind of a turtle or something, or a. You remember?
Wasn't it the ants?
No, there. It was like some.
Oh, that log?
Yeah,
Ooh.
where
Grasshopper or something.
it looked like a turtle.
No, it was a grasshopper.
Then I'm thinking. Then I'm thinking of
The guy
something
was
else.
sitting on the log. You thought it was a log until it got up to move.
Then it became another creature.
It became like a grasshopper.
No, you said it looked
Okay,
like
anyway.
whatever.
Anyway.
Looked like something else.
Okay.
Let's say I'm gonna say like a tortoise or something, or a.
I don't remember that part.
Anyway, so would you recommend people see this movie?
If you're into Kong and you want to see them all, then go ahead. It wasn't that bad of a Kong versus the other Kongs, which I haven't really seen, so
Did you see the Peter Jackson one?
I don't remember.
It had Jack Black and Adrian Brody and
No, that was a 3-hour one.
what is that?
That
Naomi Watts.
the big guy watched?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've seen the 3-hour one.
Do you want to? You can see the extended edition.
No, thank you. Okay, let's finish it up.
Okay, so yeah, I would recommend people see this movie. It's got action, it has some humor.
A lot of action.
It has characters that you might not know them, but you at least know, you probably know the actors that are playing them. And, well, we've already spoiled it that several characters die. But, because this is a standalone review, I think we should end it how the movie did. Dear Billy. Bye.
Bye-bye.